All right. So today our topic is, are toys important for children? Annamol, what do you think? Are toys important?
Yes, I think they are.
Okay. Why is it important?
Because when kids grow up, they won't really want to play with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so let a child be a child when they can right now.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, parents always want them to be off the screen. So when kids have toys that they will like to play during their age, then they will actually do it and get off the screen.
That's correct. Okay. Why are toys important?
Because it like it's like a lifestyle for kids kinda.
Okay.
Like
Do they learn anything from toys?
I guess like some toys can like I know these toys that if you press a button, it would like switch up some words and it would say a random like for example, if it's like if you press on it, if for example if it was a color,
Mm-hmm.
it would say red or green or something, and then you can learn from it when you're young.
Correct. So, in one way, toys are good, right? So, how many toys did you have as a child?
A lot.
All right. And did you play with them for a long time, or were you kind of watching TV the most?
I think watching TV the most.
If toys help with the screen time, then how come you watched more TV?
Because when I get chances to watch, I would watch and then forget all about the toys.
Okay, another question. So you are the oldest, so you had Jessica and Jaleesa. So what do you think? Did they play with the toys more, or did they play with the other stuff like running around or doing something on the sofa or playing with the kitchen toys?
Oh,
Like,
I know this for sure.
mm-hmm,
So, Jaleesa,
mm,
she would always play with toys and she would invite me to play with her.
mm-hmm,
And we would always play,
mm-hmm,
like the kitchen toys or something.
mm-hmm,
And then, but Jesmond,
mm-hmm.
he would be a couch potato usually. He would sit on the couch the whole time. If there was food, he would tell me to get him some food and eat on the couch and watch some TV and something like that. So,
Okay. So even though we had a lot of toys, most of the time the kitchen utensils were the toys, and then
yeah,
they
because
probably spent time watching TV.
yeah, but like the kitchen toys were like the most fun because when you have the kitchen toys, it's like you could pretend like someone's the customer and someone's the worker and everything.
So that's what you probably enjoyed the most.
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. It could go some off and on. Like I had some other toys that I would also play with.
Interesting. I wanted to show a small video before we come back to the lessons here. In this video, you actually see how like the mom presented a lot of stuff, a lot of toys, different toys, and a lot of regular things like keychains, um, kitchen utensils and stuff like that, and the kids and the child with no doubt took the kitchen utensils or the everyday stuff, right? So in this, what I personally feel is toys are important for their sensory growth and for their overall gross motor and fine motor development, but on the other hand they also learn a lot about the other toys. So as parents, I would still say, do not rush over to buy a lot of other toys that the kids may not use most of the time. So if you can rent them out, or if you can share your toys with your friends or your families. So if somebody who's grown out, you can get it from them. You can, people can donate it, right? So get it from a lot of other people, use it, and then donate it back to somebody else who need it. So this way you can also use them. And um, please understand that the kids are learning a lot from other things too. Like, for example, we take the kids for a lot of hikes. We do a lot of trail walks, a lot of nature hikes and stuff like that. So the kids pretty much learn a lot about nature. You could go back to our a lot of old videos to see how much we do with the kids outdoors. So it's better to keep them outdoors than indoors, because whatever you try to do indoors, the kids are always going to the TV like it's a magnet. It always attracts them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as parents, the best thing that you can do is help them connect with the nature. Just playing toys interested you, or like making chapati with me interested you? Like you always said you wanted to
Um,
help me, which is why I'm asking you this question.
um, like for the toys, I wouldn't always play with it, so it would kind of get boring after at least 3 days, if unless it was a toy I really really wanted. Um, so probably making chapati was more fun because like
Okay, the reason why I asked Annamol this question was because Annamol is really good at baking. She also plays with Play-Dohs. She likes that
texture.
texture and how it feels. But then I see her enjoying baking more because baking has an end result. She gets something to eat and she gets a completed project at the end. And she always finds happiness baking things and giving it to us and getting our feedback. So I've always felt that, which is why I wanted her to answer this question, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so playing with Play-Doh and versus playing with the real ingredients. So what would you
Oh,
rate it?
like playing with Play-Doh, it's kind of fake and you can't actually eat it afterwards, and that would kind of make me upset, you know, and everything. So I would rate the Play-Doh out of 10.
Mm-hmm,
I would rate it like 6.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't always play with Play-Doh anymore, but when I was younger, oh, I loved Play-Doh. Now playing with ingredients, not playing, baking with ingredients was more fun because
So, concluding, what we wanted to say is what, as a parent, I would say keep the kids outdoors most of the time if you can, and keep the kids engaged in activities with life lessons more than playing. I know sensory development, many kids like the sensory development activities. It is also important for them, but do not be overprotective and over helping them by getting them toys that they don't use most of the time. You can also donate, share, and also get support from the local library. So if you go to the local library, there will definitely be toys that they can use. So the kids are also learning that there is a special time or there is a play time where you actually go to a place, play, and then you put it back, right? You put the toys back and then you come back home. So when you come back home, there are other things that you can focus on. And then when you go back to the library, that's your play time. So you can utilize that time. And you can also know that after play, it is time to put them back. That's also one thing that I want to make sure the kids learn. Thank you. Thank you, Animal.